Golf Central begins with another 59 watch. Carl Peterson made the cut on the number at the RBC Canadian Open. He'd had 7 birdies and 2 eagles, and this birdie for 59 on the 18th hole. He would have to settle for 60. It gave him the clubhouse lead in the 3rd round as the 2nd round leaders were just arriving at the course. Welcome. This is Golf Central. Scott Walker, happy to be alongside Craig Can. And Tim Clark was one of those 2nd round leaders, and he was also a teammate of Peterson's at North Carolina State.
That's right, and Clark wanted every part of watching Peterson finish. He was out there amidst the gallery on the 59 watch, took the time before he actually went out to warm up for his round. 59 not in the cards, but 60, it offered hope to the rest, trying to make a move. And let's go out and find out who did and what they did. Round 3, St. George's Golf and Country Club. Tim Clark in the lead at -12 of the 7th. That for par, left it on the edge, drops to -11. Now he's tied for the lead. Dean Wilson at 11 under at the par 3/8. Second shot, right of the green, wet rough. It was raining today. 4 feet made that. Stayed tied with Clark. We go to the par 4 ninth, and Wilson second from 129. Ball swing looking pretty good this week for Wilson. Excellent play. He birdie takes the lead at -12. Get the umbrella over him. 10th hole, Wilson, 8 feet for birdie. Hitting it well, putting it well. Nice recipe. 13 under and 2 clear of the field. At the 11th, the par 5. His 3rd from 102. Steady. Very steady. He'd birdie, get to 14 under par, make it everything. Clark on the same hole, 6 feet for birdie. Can he match? Right side, no good. Lead now 3. Clark at the 15th, 12 feet for birdie. Come on. We've got Rivers in the fairway, by the way. Got that to go. Cuts the lead to 2 for now. Wilson for birdie. Anything you can do, I can do too. Restores the 3-shot lead. Then on 16, Wilson 7 feet for par. Break it, not drop it. He drops to 14 under, up by 2. At the 17th, Tim Clark. Great iron player. This is a hybrid from 216. He's walking. Nice. Stops 7 feet away. Is it something to smile about? Yep, it is. Sets up this. To get within 1, but he couldn't make it, and Wilson with a 2-shot lead. Well, at the 18th, Dean Wilson with a spectacular approach. And this is how you lead by 3. You drop it in the hole, or do you lead by 3? Tim Clark actually missed a putt on the last, and the lead is 4. Dean Wilson opened with 65-65. He still has it going. Hasn't won since 06. He's made just 4 cuts this year, including this week, and now he can put it all back together in 1 week's time. Tim Clark, the Players' Champion, 12th at the U.S. Open, 7th at the John Deere Classic, right on his heels, although 4 back. Peterson with a drastic move on moving day. Well done. Brock McKenzie on the Canadian Tour, he is still in it. Well, let's get more on today's golf in Canada, which had a very low number and a high probability of rain. Charlie Reimer sorts it all out. He's with Kelly Tillman. Kelly.
Craig, thanks very much. Dean Wilson is a stack and tilt student, and it really shows and works for him in the wedge department. Charlie.
Boy, it really does. He is a phenomenal wedge player. He gets a weight on his left side. The head is very still. His hands are quiet. He has great control over his golf ball, the distance it's carrying, and the spin on it. Here's a look today out at the 9th. This from 129 yards. Just a lot of calmness in that golf swing, and that very nearly found the bottom of the hole. He got that to 6 feet all over it. And what's amazing is, in these wet conditions, being able to control that spin. This is at the 10th, his 3rd on the par 5. Excuse me, 2nd on the par 4. 126 yards. And again, all over the flagstick. I mean, these look like lasers going at the flagstick. And then it was on to the 11th, the par 5. This is 3rd. This from 102 yards. Drove it poorly here late up to this point, but when your wedge game is this good, that is no big deal, folks. That took about 7 feet. Now, this was a stretch at holes 9, 10, and 11 where he really took advantage of that wedge game and made 3 birdies in there and left with a 3-stroke lead. Now, if you look at him this season in the scoring range, 100 to 125 yards, he's first on the PGA Tour. He's averaging hitting at 14 feet 7 inches. This week, he's even improving on that. He's averaging 8 feet 5 inches in that 100 to 125 yard range. And Kelly, it's just amazing to watch him play. The contact is so solid, and again, that spin control. A lot of the players having a problem keeping the ball around the hole once they get it to land there. No problem for Dean Wilson.
And he's making the putts from that 8-foot range, and that seems to be the difference.
Yeah, that's a pretty big part of the scoring equation as well. But you know, if you know you're going to have a lot of opportunities when you're hit at 100 to 125 yards from the hole, it sort of takes the pressure off the putting. And boy, he is firing on all cylinders. It's hard to explain why he hasn't played very well so far this season. He looks great so far this week.
Yeah, he's leading by 4, and Carl Peterson went out this morning, put up a 60, a course record 60, and moved into a position where he's one of a few men trying to put some heat on Wilson on Sunday. We're seeing a lot of low scores on tour this year, Charlie. Why is that? What's not seen here is the 56 shot Tuesday in that Nationwide Tour Pro-Am by Trevor Murphy. It comes with the asterisk because it wasn't in competition, but nonetheless, you're starting to think a 54 is out there. Why this trend?
Well, yeah, it's the 58, the 59. Look at all the numbers there. All of these scores have occurred this century. I think there is something to this, Kelly. If you look at the sport of running, a sport I'm not very familiar with, I know you are, but for years and years, for years and years and years, it was thought by athletes and scientists alike that there's no way a human can run a mile in less than a minute. Well, in 1954, 4 minutes, excuse me, Roger Bannister, boy, he shattered that record. And since then, it's become more and more common. Right now, if you look at the world record is 3 minutes and 43 seconds. I mean, we even had a 40-year-old run a mile in less than 4 minutes a few years ago.
I sound so surprised at that, anyway. Come on.
I think what happens is it's almost caused a paradigm shift. I mean, 59 used to be a really special number. It had sort of an aura about it. But as more and more guys break 50, break 60, shoot 59, shoot 58, all of a sudden it loses that a little bit. Guys seeing their buddies go out and do it, and they think, I can play as well as that guy. I can do that. So I think it's a little bit of something there. Some guys are breaking that barrier and they're pulling other guys through with them.
I can run the mile in less than a minute when I'm running from you. It's the only time I can do it. Walker, let's go back to you. Thanks.